Connie Howard lives alone in a bad neighborhood, which worries her nephew, Bradley. Brad arranges for Connie to get an upgraded lock for her door, partly to keep her safe, and partly to ensure the safety of the stash of drugs that he has hidden in Connie's apartment. Brad is uneasy about being involved in the drug trade but feels that it is the fastest way to get the money that he needs to move Connie into a safe and secure retirement community. The day after Connie's new lock is installed, a man tries to con his way into her apartment by feigning distress, but Connie is unable to undo the lock to let the man in. When Connie offers to call 911, the man takes off, at which point Connie is able to undo the lock and open her door. An hour later, a policeman stops by and informs Connie that the man was a thief who had taken to victimizing the elderly. 2 months later, a man using the alias Doug Thomas tries to gain entry to Connie's apartment by claiming to be a building inspector who needs to check her wiring. Connie is once again unable to undo her new lock, which prompts the man, an implied criminal, to leave. Convinced that there is something wrong with the lock, Connie tries to call the company that installed it, but is told by the operator that no such company appears to exist. One of Brad's criminal associates begins pressuring him to visit Connie, with Brad assuming that it is because they need the drugs that he had stashed in Connie's apartment. Brad's key refuses to work in the lock, which will also not work for Connie. As Connie struggles to let Brad in, she remembers the lock's mysterious installer telling her, "No one is going to get through this door to harm you. I guarantee it." Connie realizes that the lock has been protecting her from those who would do her harm and breaks down when she realizes that its refusal to work for Brad must mean that he intends to hurt her. Brad slips away, and later learns that the drug dealers who he had been hanging out with were going to use him to get to Connie because they thought that he had told her incriminating information about them.